The story of Room 37 began in late October of 2019 in a quiet mountain town in northern Pakistan. It's the kind of place where evenings fall early and silence feels heavier than usual. The guest house sat at the edge of town, overlooking dark pine forests and winding roads that disappeared into mist after sunset. It was not a famous place. It did not appear in travel magazines. It was simply there, serving tourists during the summer and remaining half empty during winter. That year, the tourist season had ended early. By the time October reached its final week, only 2 rooms were occupied. The staff had grown used to the stillness.
Always.
The hallways echoed slightly at night. The wooden floors creaked when temperatures dropped. Nothing unusual, until he arrived. His name, according to the register, was Hamid Raza. He checked in just before sunset. He appeared to be in his early 30s, thin, unshaven, with dark circles under his eyes. He carried 2 bags, one standard duffel bag and one hard case typically used for camera equipment. When asked how long he would stay, he replied, "A few days. Maybe less." He requested a room on the top floor, room 37. The receptionist later remembered something odd about him. He did not behave like a tourist, did not ask about sightseeing spots or restaurants. Instead, he asked if the building had ever been renovated. He asked how old the structure was. He asked whether any previous guests had reported unusual disturbances. The receptionist laughed and said no. Old buildings make sounds, that's all. Hamid smiled slightly, but it wasn't reassuring. It looked like someone confirming a suspicion. That night, he ordered tea around 9:30 p.m. The waiter who delivered it noticed several pieces of equipment, laid out on the bed, audio recorders, extra batteries, a small handheld camera, and what looked like an EMF detector, often used by paranormal investigators. The waiter assumed he was filming a documentary about folklore. The mountains were full of legends. Nothing strange about that. At 2:17 a.m., the night guard heard the first sound. 3 knocks. Clear, slow, measured. He sat upright in his chair near the entrance, listened carefully. Silence followed for several seconds. Then again, 3 knocks. Pause. 3 knocks. The sound did not echo through the entire building. It seemed contained, as if it was happening inside a single room. The guard stepped into the corridor and listened. The sound was coming from upstairs. He hesitated. Confronting guests at night could lead to complaints. Perhaps someone was assembling furniture. Perhaps something had fallen repeatedly. He decided to wait. The knocking continued for nearly an hour. Exactly the same pattern. 3 knocks. Identical rhythm every time. At 3:05 a.m., it stopped. The guard wrote nothing in the logbook. The next morning, Hamid did not come down for breakfast. By noon, the staff began to wonder. At 1:40 p.m., the tapping returned. 3 knocks, 3 knocks. This time, the receptionist felt uneasy. It was daylight. There was no reason for rhythmic knocking to continue for hours. The owner was called. Together, they went upstairs. He knocked on the door of room 37. No response. They called Hamid's phone. They heard it ringing from inside. The owner used the spare key. The door unlocked smoothly. The room was empty. Not messy. Not disturbed. Empty. The bed was made. The curtains were closed. The bathroom was dry. The window was locked from inside. His duffel bag was gone. His equipment case was gone, but his phone lay on the center of the bed, screen facing upward, recording. The timer displayed 11 hours and 32 minutes. They stopped the recording and replayed it. For the first 2 hours, there was darkness and faint rustling. Then, at exactly 2:17 a.m., the knocking began. The sound was disturbingly close to the microphone. Not from the door, not from the wall. It sounded like it was coming from the bed frame itself. Would vibrating? 3 precise taps, no variation in speed, no change in force. 47 minutes passed in the recording with nothing but the repeated pattern. Then a shift, a faint movement, and Hamid's voice. Barely above a whisper, "He found me. Hey." The audio crackled slightly as if something interfered with the signal. Then one final set of 3 knocks. The recording ended abruptly. Police arrived within an hour. They searched the building thoroughly. There were no hidden exits. The windows were intact, no balcony access, no roof escape. CCTV footage showed Hamid entering the building at 6:12 p.m. the previous evening. It never showed him leaving. More disturbingly, between 2:10 a.m. and 3 a.m., the hallway camera outside room 37 froze. Not blacked out, not erased. The footage simply showed a still image of an empty hallway for 50 minutes. Digital experts later confirmed the file was not edited. The frames existed. They simply did not change. As if time inside that corridor had stopped, police checked Hamid's ID. It was genuine. The national ID number was valid. But the listed address led to a house abandoned for nearly a decade. Neighbors had never heard of him. No family records could be found. There was no missing person report, no social media presence, no employment record. He existed legally, but nowhere else. 2 weeks later, the guest house owner received a small envelope with no return address. Inside was a micro SD card. No note. The card contained one video file. It was recorded the evening before Hamid vanished. In the video, he sat on the edge of the bed in room 37. His camera was positioned on a tripod. The lighting was dim. His expression was tense, exhausted, and fearful. He explained that for the past year he had been tracking unexplained disappearances across remote towns. All cases shared a strange detail. Before the person vanished, someone nearby reported hearing 3 knocks late at night. Not random knocking. Always 3. Always evenly spaced. He believed it was not superstition, not folklore, a pattern. He said something else. It does not take you immediately. It studies you. It waits for isolation. When you respond to the second pattern, it marks you. When you hear the third pattern from inside the room, it means it is no longer outside. His breathing grew uneven. Then it happened. Behind him, faint but clear. 3 knocks. On the wall, he froze, slowly turned his head. The video cut to black. Police traced the envelope. No fingerprints. No CCTV from postal offices showed who delivered it. The case remained unsolved. Officially, Hamid Raza was classified as a missing person. Unofficially, the file gathered dust. Room 37 was rented again after several months. Guests reported subtle disturbances. Phones restarting at exactly 2:17 a.m. Vibrations on bedside tables and 3-beat rhythms. One man claimed he felt the mattress shift slightly beneath him during the night, as if someone pressed down 3 times near his feet. The owner dismissed these as imagination. Old buildings make sounds. But then a family checked in. The father later reported waking at 2:17 a.m. to the sensation of someone knocking from inside the wardrobe. Not on it. From within it. 3 knocks. He opened it immediately. It was empty. The next morning, the family left early without explanation. The owner finally made a decision. Room 37 was closed permanently. Furniture removed, door sealed. The number plate unscrewed, the hallway repainted. Today, the guest house still operates. There is no room 37 listed. The 3rd floor ends with a plain wooden door without a number. Staff do not speak about it. But occasionally during winter, when the building is nearly empty and the air grows heavy with silence, the night guard hears something from upstairs. 3 knocks, measured, unhurried, as if something inside is testing the structure, waiting. Last year, in a hostile hundreds of kilometers away, a traveler disappeared overnight. His belongings were gone. His phone remained on the bed. Recording the timestamp read to 17 a.m. In the background of the final audio, investigators heard a familiar pattern. 3 knocks, perfectly spaced. And then silence. Some believe it is coincidence. Some believe it is psychological suggestion. But those who have listened closely to the original recording from room 37 say something else entirely. They say the knocks are not random impacts. They are deliberate, like someone confirming entry. 3 signals, a pattern, a doorway. And once you notice it, you start hearing it everywhere. In pipes, in walls, in furniture, at night. 3 knocks, 3 knocks. And sometimes, very late, when the world is quiet enough, it almost sounds like it's coming from inside your own room.